You're welcome back. It's time for entertainment, and guess who has all the scoop? Miss G, the queen of entertainment.
Hello, Rapso.
Hi, Miss G. How you doing?
I'm very well. How are you doing too?
I'm doing well.
Okay, so a lot of people have been waiting for this gist. Now, yesterday we saw A Plus put a video on Facebook. A Plus doesn't grant interviews these days. He goes Facebook Live. That's all he does. So
Okay.
we get to see all that. And he was ranting about a certain Kwadwo Antwi who had spent 50,000 that was given to him by a member of the New Patriotic Party to be given to the celebs who rallied behind Nana Akufo-Addo. This money is not from Nana Akufo-Addo, according to A+. It was from an individual in the MPP. Now, this Kwadwo Antwi guy, the reason we are talking about it is the said man that people are rooting for, apart from Socrates Safo, to become Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture.
I know.
You definitely know him.
I think I know
who he is.
Yes.
Yes, because he's passed through this house, has worked elsewhere as well. So he's a marketing person. And A Plus says you can't be a Deputy Minister if you cannot account for money is giving you to be given to industry persons. So A Plus was ranting all over the place. People have been asking, what's the story about? Basically, that's it. Kwadwo Antwi has refused to speak. A lot of the stars.
Does A Plus have any evidence beyond just accusing Mr. Kwadwo Antwi?
You know, amazingly, yesterday they had a meeting. A Plus himself, Marco Kwekumante, Yao Yos, and that's Wache.
Okay, so that's Kwadwo Antwi on your screens if you don't know him.
Yes, that's Kwadwo Antwi, the man who, together with Socrates, are lobbying for the position of Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. And A Plus puts the phone, like I said to you, he's now a Facebook Live person. So he puts the phone in front of Kwadwo Antwi at the meeting and says, "When am I seeing this scanner?"
Wow.
Yes, and they all smiled over it. So there are issues. Maybe it's too early for the MPP, so they might want to shield this one. But I don't think there's anybody whose name will be mentioned in this kind of scandal, especially when you know that you're lobbying for a position of a deputy minister who won't come speaking out for their right. I'm just thinking.
Okay, so these are two people who are lobbying for the position of deputy minister.
So Socrates Safo is lobbying.
Exactly.
He has a faction that is lobbying for him. Kwadwo Antwi has another faction lobbying for him. These two are lobbying.
So Socrates Safo is an industry person.
He's an industry person.
Kwadwo Antwi is not an industry person. How's this going to affect his chances?
Well, people, you know, there's a faction that says we need an industry person, and that faction says it doesn't matter if you're from the industry or not. So long as you're able to deliver, we are good to go. So I'm sure Nana is mentioning the deputy ministers by tomorrow or next. So by tomorrow or next, we should know whether it's Kwadwo Antwi, whether it's Socrates Safo.
Well, whoever is appointed, all we need is someone
you do the job.
Has great ideas to transform the industry. That's all.
Let's move on to another story because today I want to tell you more. Now, we have information. Concrete information that Kabna's second marriage is on the break. Exactly. Now, Kabna got married initially. That marriage lasted close to 3 years. 2 years and 8 months, I'm told. Then he got married again. For 7 years, he's been married to a lady by name Abna. All we hear now is Kabna sent Abna away, or he doesn't live together with Abna anymore. He's with somebody who is also a media personality. Until then, you get to know. But so Ibrahim Bembaku.
You said until then.
Until when? Until I want you to know, you get to know. But I promise you that he's with a media personality. And Ibrahim Bembaku caught up with him and asked him about, you know, his marriage and some other issues.
I checked about myself and my personal status. I advised myself never to talk about anything personal about me ever in public. So I don't even want to comment on it, whether to confirm or whatever. What it is I want people to look at me as a musician, that person who brings you that song which you love so much. And my private life is my private life. Thank you.
Is it advisable if a musician's manager will be her husband or his wife?
As a matter of fact, close relation with a manager is very, very important. It's extremely important because your manager is so close to the extent that she needs to, or he needs to take care of your drink, your food, relating to people concerning, everything concerning security of the artist. So if it is not that somebody you can trust with your life, probably, or you cannot say that, hey, manage my affairs. Do you understand what I'm saying? But then I feel that where intimacy comes into management, I feel there is a little problem. That is, if maybe you have issues, let's say you have issues at home and you need to work. Do you understand? For me, I feel that there can be issues when it comes to, let's say, a talent and the manager being intimate. You understand what I'm saying? But then, hey, apart from anything, if both of them can manage it, why not?
Has your wife ever been your manager?
Never have, because she doesn't. I mean, that's not her field.
Wow, amazing. But I think that, I mean, it's well, you really can't tell. You have to always listen to both sides of
exactly.
Yes, but I mean, I think it's such a shame.
The wife is not speaking, but the funny thing about Kwadwo's wife, and maybe the reason she's not speaking, is that she took him from someone. So it's a case of karma, and that's what people are saying. And the said lady he's with now also
it's
had
part
a
of
husband.
His management.
It's part of his management. Had a husband who used to be married before, left his wife, came to marry her.
Okay.
So it's like karma is playing around all of them. So let's see how this pans out. We see.
I mean, in all of this,
happens.
my only sadness goes out to the children, really.
Exactly. The children will be the most affected.
Yeah.
Well, we pray that God.
But too bad.
Too bad. Kwadwo says concentrate on his music. He has a concert coming up on the 14th of February.
How can we concentrate with this huge news in our faces? But it's difficult
what's marriage got to do with you? It's not your marriage. You're going to listen to Kwadwo songs.
They're celebrities, and that's why they're celebrities. That's why we enjoy everything about them, including their private lives.
Enjoy the song. Anyway, so Trigmatic had his third album launch over the weekend.
Okay.
Ibrahim Mbako was there. Becky filed this report.
Title-matic, rapper Trigmatic released his third album at the Alliance Francaise Saturday, January 21st, 2017. Adam. Stoneboy. Episode. And AI were among artists who graced the stage and gave patrons a reason to jump onto the dance floor.
Actually, I had to just be here, watch, appreciate the act. But then Trey called me like, yo, bro, I need you to just support me like with 2 songs. I was like, no problem.
Trigmatic was humbled by the teaming support from fans and was grateful to God for a successful album launch.